Good afternoon, families. It is Friday, April 26, 2024, and I'm coming to you with our Robots Roundup vlog for the week. We'll start with our top two. Thank you all for completing the Hot Dog Day survey that went out for student t-shirt sizes. Getting those completed is a huge success, and it really helps out all the amazing people in the office who collaborate and get all those things done. Second, we are headed back to the book fair. So in your Thursday folder, you might have noticed a piece of paper that looks like this. Haha. The book fair, we're going to be going on Thursday, May 9th. So please complete this flyer and send it back. This will help you if you're interested to create an e-wallet or money if you'd like, so we know how to support your student when we go as a class. Just so you know, e-wallets are fantastic. 20 students with cash and change is really tricky. We can do it as always, but it's pretty cool. This round, everyone's very excited because we're actually going to be looking for and choosing books that this time we can all read independently by ourselves, which is a very different than just looking for a cool looking book. It's, I can read this book. It's very exciting. Now let's get into our vlog points for the week. Just want to say thank you for the Kleenex and wipes that came in. It truly does take a village to keep a class and a school running smoothly, and I have to say we are blessed at having just an amazing group of families to support and keep that running, so thank you very much. In phonics and reading this week, we started reading group centers. Now, it's been a little while, but we have 4 center stations that we kind of work through, Thursdays and Fridays. We're independently reading in our book box. That's one spot. Then I have students working to roll and write high-frequency words or trace uppercase and lowercase letters just to work on handwriting and muscle memory in hands. They, at my table, have been reading some long vowel words with silent E and vowel teams, which has been really cool. And with Miss Jones, they were playing the game BAM, which is a sight word game, and writing some short sentences independently. So sounding things out, stretching them out, remembering high frequency words. It's really cool. Even though it's been like a month since we did this the last time, everyone was super engaged. Our room was very calm. Everyone was focused and on task. It was very exciting to see. And we just kind of slid right back in and made it happen. So awesome. In math, we completed our Module 5 part whole activities. So this next week, we're going to begin counting and writing numbers 11 through 19. These are teen numbers. We're going to talk about and start really working our way in discovering that to write numbers that are larger, we have to talk about digits and place value. Now, we've been doing this at calendar since the beginning of the school year. So when you write numbers, depending on where you write them, it affects what the value is. A tens number is very different than a ones number. And when you put a number in a different position, it changes the value that it represents. So understanding this is humongously important because all of our future grades learn and work with numbers bigger than 1 through 10. So this is going to be huge. And this is our last module between now and the end of the year. So bigger and bigger numbers and adding in all these other components, counting, adding, subtracting, counting on. It's awesome. In science this week, we discussed the health of teeth and toothbrushing. Now, we read about different kinds of teeth and what they do. There's like biting teeth and like tearing and ripping teeth, and then like flat chewing and mashing teeth. We also read about what the insides of our teeth look like and how there is like things like pulp where our nerves and our blood vessels live to keep our teeth physically alive and healthy. We learned that to keep our mouth healthy and teeth healthy, we should be brushing twice a day, flossing to remove stuck pieces of food from in between our teeth, and sometimes you don't even feel them or see them, but they're in there, and that eating and drinking healthy foods can help our bodies build and maintain healthy teeth and a healthy mouth. Visiting the dentist twice a year so they can also help us check the strength of our teeth and keep them healthy by giving them an extra fancy special clean. So think like a car in a car wash. We also started an experiment, which is right here in the window behind me. We wanted to see what would happen if we left our teeth sitting in different kinds of drinks over a long weekend and we didn't brush. Now, of course, this would be terrible to really do it. So this is what we've done. We have placed eggs in cups. We've got some egg teeth right here. We've got an egg tooth in some water. We have an egg tooth in some orange juice. We have an egg tooth in some soda. And then we have an egg tooth in some vinegar. Now you might be wondering, we don't drink vinegar. Of course not. But vinegar is representing the acid that bacteria in our mouth excrete when they eat things like leftover food, specifically sugary foods. So we're going to see what happens this next week on Monday after these egg teeth and their egg shell, which simulates our enamel on our teeth, have been sitting in these different things all weekend long. Orange juice, things we drink. Water, things we drink. Soda, it's a sometimes, but truly, some people said they drink soda. And vinegar, acid. Sometimes if you don't brush everything or you eat a lot of sugary food, what happens when that stuff doesn't get brushed off your teeth? So we're going to take a look and we'll see what the effect of doing all that stuff and not brushing has on our teeth. Last but not least, we have been reading and reading and reading more and more chapter books, which has led us to, in writing, talking about writing longer fiction and nonfiction books and students writing those of their choice. We also talked about what it would look like to write our own chapter book and how some books, like chapter books or nonfiction books, have a table of contents, things that list all the chapters and topics that a reader might find inside a book. As a class, we brainstormed like 20 different ideas that everyone could, if they wanted to, write about in a chapter book. And they were very, very awesome and creative ideas, including writing about some of our stuffed animals in the classroom or even writing about me. Shocking. That'd be interesting. But we all agreed that, honestly, the best book that anyone should write is the kind of book or a story that we also would want to read. Makes sense. Last but not least, in our read aloud section, we finished reading Magic Treehouse number 2. We also finished reading a book called Nate the Great and the Sticky Case. This was all about a missing Stegosaurus stamp that ended up being stuck on the bottom of someone's shoe. It is a stamp. We started today reading Cam Jansen and the Mystery of the Gold Coin. If you haven't noticed, our robot class is super enjoying some chapter books, mystery stories, specifically in adventure stories, things that take longer than one day or one evening to read. So I hope that kind of gives you a few ideas on books and stories that you might be able to read at quiet time or at the end of your day at home. We really enjoy them, and we're really getting into listening for clues and remembering what happened each day. It's just good things to practice. Good readers do this, good writers do this, and it's just also fun. So I hope you are safe and happy and healthy. It started raining at pickup, so of course it did, but it's supposed to be like 80 tomorrow. So get outside, have some amazing time if you can. Please stay happy and healthy, and I will see you all next week. Have a great weekend. Bye.